You ever wonder if that nagging tension in your shoulders or that chronic ache in your lower back is, trying to tell you something? Well, that's exactly what we're going to get into today. We're going to explore that deep, deep connection between our bodies and our past, all based on the incredible work of Dr. Gina Calderone. I mean, really think about it. What if all those things, the pain, the exhaustion, the anxiety, aren't just random glitches? What if they're actually a language, an intelligent language your body is using to talk to you? That's the big question we're diving into. And this is where we get to the core idea, and it's a huge shift in thinking for a lot of us. We tend to think of trauma as a bad memory, right? Something stuck in our minds. But what if it's not that at all? Dr. Calderone tells us it's actually a physiological response, a survival instinct that got stuck, one that never fully completed in the body. Okay, so first things first, we have got to redefine what we even mean when we say the word trauma. Because honestly, it might not be what you think. See, the thing is, trauma isn't just about huge, catastrophic events. It can be any experience that was so overwhelming at the time that your body just couldn't safely process it. And in those moments, your nervous system did exactly what it was brilliantly designed to do. It slammed on the brakes and shifted right into protection mode. And that protection mode, it usually shows up in one of four ways. You've heard of fight or flight for sure. Then there's freeze. And there's also a fourth one, fawn, which is when you try to please or appease someone to avoid danger. And remember, these aren't choices we make. They're these super deep, intelligent survival instincts that are just trying to get us through a really tough moment. So, if that survival response gets stuck and never fully plays out, where does all that energy go? Well, that brings us to our next big idea. The body remembers. Just let that sink in for a second. Your conscious mind might not remember things clearly. Heck, you might have no memory of it at all, especially if it happened when you were really young. But your body? Your body keeps a perfect score. It remembers everything. So, how does that remembering actually show up? Well, it often looks like chronic physical patterns. Like, have you ever noticed a constant tightness in your neck or jaw? That could literally be the physical residue of words that were never spoken. Or your body just constantly bracing for whatever might come next. Or how about your shoulders? We have that saying, right? Carrying the weight of the world on your shoulders. Well, that can be a literal thing. That pain can be the physical result of taking on everyone else's emotional burdens, or even building up a physical wall of muscle to protect your heart. Now, our low back and hips, that's our foundation. They're what holds us up. So it makes sense that pain there can be tied to these really deep feelings of being unsupported, whether that's financially or emotionally. It's your body basically screaming that it doesn't feel safe. You've probably heard this before, right? Our gut is our second brain. And there's a reason for that. All kinds of digestive issues can be a direct result of that gut-brain connection, reacting to constant stress, anxiety, or even past experiences where your boundaries weren't respected. And hey, what about that feeling of just being totally wiped out, or that brain fog where you just can't think clearly? That's not you being lazy. That can be a huge sign that your nervous system is stuck in that freeze response. It's a total shutdown designed to conserve energy and just survive. And this is so important to get. These aches, these pains, these patterns, they are not signs that you're broken. They are proof of your body's absolute brilliance. They are the intelligent strategies that helped you survive something that felt unsurvivable. Okay, so how does this all work, like, under the hood? It really all comes down to your nervous system getting stuck on high alert. So when that trauma response doesn't resolve, the nervous system can get stuck in one of two main states. Maybe you feel on edge all the time, anxious, always scanning for danger. That's a system stuck in fight or flight. Or maybe it's the opposite. Maybe you feel kind of numb, spaced out, and disconnected. That's a system stuck in freeze. And for a lot of people, it's a mix of both. Does any of this hit home? Like, you're overthinking everything, but you can't really connect with your feelings. Or you are bone tired, but you can't actually get deep, restful sleep. Maybe you've even gone to talk therapy, which is amazing, but you're thinking, my body still hurts. And that right there, that leads to such a critical point. Understanding your story, having that aha moment in therapy is huge. It's so important. But as Dr. Calderone says, insight alone does not regulate tissue. You can't just think your way out of a physiological pattern that's held deep in your body's tissues. All right, so let's get even more specific. Let's zoom right into the physical stuff. How exactly does your body literally hold on to stress? So let's talk about something called fascia. It's basically this amazing full body spider web of connective tissue that wraps around every single muscle, organ, and bone you have. Now, when you're under chronic stress and those stress hormones are always pumping, that web literally tightens and constricts. And when that happens, your breath gets shallow and your entire posture starts to change. And you can imagine, right? Over time, that constant tightening, it just snowballs. We're talking chronic pain, a messed up hormonal system, inflammation all over the body, not being able to move as freely, and even feeling more emotionally reactive. It is all connected. Okay, I know, this can all sound pretty heavy, but please hear me on this. This is not a life sentence. This is where the story takes a turn toward hope. Because the key to healing is actually all about one thing: creating a feeling of safety inside your own body. But before we even get into the how, I really need you to hear this. Say it with me if you need to. You are not broken. Your body is brilliant. And these symptoms are not weakness. They are a testament to what you have survived. So the path to healing, it's not about forcing your body to let go of the past. It's about creating safety right now, in this moment. It's about gently, and I mean gently, reconnecting with what you're actually feeling in your body. It's about learning how to regulate your nervous system so it can finally come out of high alert mode. It's about restoring your natural deep breath. And eventually, it's about rebuilding your physical posture from a place of support, not constant tension. So I want to leave you with this one question. After everything we've talked about, what if you could start listening to your body, not like it's the enemy or the problem, but like it's your wisest friend? What is your body trying to tell you?